You guys know that I'm a kickboxer and karate fighter. Striking, I love striking. This is my hobby. Like, you know, if I miss the training, if I miss a 1 day training, I don't feel comfortable. You know, at least I have to do shadow boxing or something. This is what I do since I was 4 years old. So, but finally, I started to love jiu-jitsu and wrestling. This is so much fun for me because it's before I didn't like it. I thought, no disrespect, but I thought grappling was for pussies, you know. But since I get a hard time, it was a challenge for me, and I'm getting in love in this sport now because the wrestling and jiu-jitsu is so much different thing. Like I can learn so much, and it just makes more interesting for me. You know, training. Every training I learn one more thing better. You know, so it's great.
And Giga, now that we are talking about your background and all that, how did you feel the transition between the kickboxing to the MMA world? Was it hard or it was comfortable for you?
Definitely, it was very hard. Definitely. Mm-hmm. So when I moved in US, I started to train with the highest level MMA fighters like Dos Anjos, Benil Darius, Kelvin Gastelum, Lyoto, Verdun. So for the beginning, when I was planning to move from kickboxing to MMA, I was thinking that, oh, these guys cannot strike, you know, so I'm going to go there, I'm going to knock them out. But when I came in the training at Kings, I was doing great in striking, but once somebody put me on the ground, the scenario has changed, you know, so that was really definitely a little bit mentally shock, you know, like in the head that, oh shit, you know, am I really good enough to do that? What I need to do? Because all my plan disappeared because, you know, like I was not a ground fighter. So I had to put a white belt again on my gi, go to the classes and train with the beginners, which was really hard for the first time, but I did it. Everyone was like, oh, Giga is doing now jiu-jitsu from zero. Yes, I had to do it because when I moved here, I promised to my country that I'm going to bring a belt of UFC one day, so I had to do it. So I'm doing this. And also, same time, I was competing the highest level of kickboxing. You know, the Glory is the highest league of kickboxing, and I was number one contender back in days when I was fighting in Glory. So I had to stay there on higher level and also MMA to start slow steps. That's what made little things harder because you cannot catch two rabbits together. You know, you have to concentrate on one thing. So that was kind of slowing down my progression in MMA. But once I retired from kickboxing in 2017, after my Glory tournament, I retired, and then I concentrate on MMA. When I concentrate on MMA, I was pushing more the hard trainings, and not only hard trainings. I needed to find my style because I'm originally back from the karate style. So I had to find out which one was better, karate or kickboxing, you know. And I feel like karate is being really good in MMA. And I found my style in this when I retired from kickboxing and started to think more about MMA. Finally, I found my style. And after this, it's getting better and better every time I train.
And well, talking about the karate, it seems like it gives headaches to the other fighters in the MMA world because there are not much fighters that has a karate background. You have and a very good one. You were a karate world champion. So which advantages does it give to your fighting game, the karate?
Yeah, let's say I'm kickboxer and karate fighter, right?
Yes.
So why is karate better than kickboxing? In my case, is You know, I'm a tall guy, and every time I was fighting kickboxing, especially the style I had the Dutch style kickboxing. I used to live in Holland for 7 years, so I was very aggressive and emotional kickboxer. You know, I was going straight as ring would bell right away. I was not losing any time. But kickboxing is a 3-minute game, 3-minute, 3 round, and that's not also the main thing. MMA is about the record. If you lose, doesn't matter. You lose good fights or bad fights. If you have a couple of losing fights, you might be out from UFC. Fans gonna lose you, you know. So in kickboxing, it's not like that. You give a 1 good fight, 2 good fights with all your emotions and hard striking. This gonna stay forever. It doesn't matter that you're gonna get a title, you're not gonna get a title. Fans gonna remember forever, and you're gonna be favorite for them always. For the MMA, you have to be really careful. So once I moved from kickboxing, I started to think a lot. And if I go as a kickboxer in MMA, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna be standing tall. I'm gonna throwing hard combos, and suddenly, like while I'm concentrating on a high, like in the head to punch him or kick him, he's gonna change a level and shoot. And then even my takedown defense is not gonna work because the guy already gonna have a good grip while I'm trying to punch him in the face, right? So in karate, it's different. Karate is like you change base, you wait. You're not always the number 1 fighter. You are sometimes contra, like a number 2. You wait for him, you answer, and that's where I was honestly the best. You know, when I was a kid, every time I was competing in Georgia too or anywhere, the fans were like, "Hey, Giga is fighting," even if I was a kid, because they were excited to see my fight. And this was because I was very good in karate. So I'm trying to now to get more of a base of karate and get my experience from kickboxing and fight like that. Of course, kickboxing gave me a lot of knowledge in striking, but karate has been my favorite so far.
Yeah. Now that we are talking about this, I remember that after your last fight, you said that you were tired of getting last-minute opponents.
Yeah, I know. This happens because the same time they scheduled with the same guy. And before, this guy visited me in the gym here at King's, and we spar 1 round. After this, he never came back. And I know he's never going to fight me too. It's been a 3 fight like this. And I simply said that, hey, I'm not interested with this guy, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, he has nothing for me. And, I even asked for I pulled out, I asked for 1 opponent, but he never answered me back. It was Edson Barbosa.
Yeah.
I feel like if he stays in 145, this is a fight.
Well, and Giga, my last question is about your personal life, because you have started in 2014 Knockout Cancer. It's a foundation that helps women to fight against cancer. How did it all start?
I got a story. My mom died from cancer in 2013, and I just always wanted to support the people who's fighting against this disease. And I mean, it's not a big foundation. It's just me, you know, whatever I can, I help them. I did couple of events also. We gathered some money, and 100% every time I did an event, 100% of the money went in a charity, and we helped a lot of women, mostly women, but also men too. Every time I fight, I give a little percent to my charity, and we help. I mean, I'm saying it's not the big yet but I want this to become worldwide. I want this to make a big charity fund to help more people, because my mom died from cancer, and my mom for me will be always alive, and this is what I can do for my mom, and it's gonna stay forever for me.
No, and I mean it's a great initiative, and I don't think that maybe in Latin America here is not many people knows about that aspect of your life. So that's why I wanted to ask you, and well, I want to congratulate you, and it's as I said, it's a great initiative. So Giga, thank you very much for your time. It was a pleasure to talk with you.
Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for your interest. It was a great interview with you. Also, I want to mention my sponsors,
Yes, sure.
Petrocas and Acharabet. These two sponsors been helping me to being here. You know, in California, I'm a family guy. I have 2 kids and wife, and to stay here and to prepare on a highest level, it will be really hard without them. So I'm just concentrated on myself. I don't work here, and this is all because of them. I have a pleasure to train every day 3-4 times, and support my country with being in UFC and bringing a high fights.
Gracias por visitar Somos MMA en YouTube. No olvides suscribirte a nuestro canal y activar las notificaciones para seguir disfrutando de nuestro contenido.